I almost gave up on Finland. The darkness broke me. Then I found Väinämöinen. He is Finland's greatest hero, a 1,000-year-old wizard who sings worlds into existence, defeats darkness and creates impossible things. But here's what's strange. Finns don't worship him. They don't actually talk about him much. Yet everything they do, every habit, every value, comes from his story. I am from Sri Lanka. I've spent 4 years trying to crack the Finnish code. Why are they so quiet? Why the obsession with forests? Why does winter not destroy them? The answer was hiding in plain sight, in this book. Väinämöinen taught me 5 lessons that transformed how I see Finland. Let me share them with you.
Väinämöinen wasn't a god. He was a man, an old, wise man who could sing the world into existence. In Sri Lanka, we have Ravana, an epic warrior. Väinämöinen, he's different. He doesn't win through fighting. He wins through wisdom, through music, through creating things. He's born already old. Imagine that. From the sea and the sky, he creates the world by singing. Every tree, every stone in Finland, he sang them into being. This is the first thing that struck me. Finns see creation as an act of patience and craft, not force. And here's what's funny. For all his power, he's terrible at romance. He tries to court young Aino. She drowns herself rather than marry an old man. Very Finnish actually. Direct, honest about uncomfortable truths.
The most important story in Kalevala is about Sampo, this mysterious object that creates endless wealth and happiness. Väinämöinen's friend Ilmarinen, the blacksmith, forges it. But what is the Sampo? Nobody knows exactly. Some say it's a mill, some say it's knowledge, some say it's harmony between people. I think it's this, the thing you create through skill and hard work that benefits everyone. Coming from Sri Lanka to Finland, I saw this everywhere. Finns don't just work, they craft. Look at Nokia. They made rubber boots, then paper, then phones, now 5G networks. In Sri Lanka, we value relationships first, connections, who you know. In Finland, they value what you can do, what you can make. Not better, not worse, just different. Väinämöinen taught me this.
Väinämöinen lived in the forest and by the lakes. These weren't just places. They were alive. Every tree had a spirit. Every lake had a guardian. This I understood immediately. In Sri Lanka, we have bodies sacred to Buddhism. Places where you don't shout or disturb. We respect the jungle, the ocean. We know nature has power. But here's the difference. In Sri Lanka, nature is abundant, overwhelming. You must work against it sometimes just to survive. The heat, the monsoons, the jungle reclaiming everything. In Finland, nature is harsh, but also protective. The forest gives you berries, mushrooms, silence, and peace. Väinämöinen knew. Respect the forest, and it respects you back. This is why Finns go to their summer cottages, disappear into the forests. They are not running away. They are going home, to the place Väinämöinen sang into existence.
Väinämöinen's greatest enemy was Louhi, the witch of Pohjola, the north. She ruled darkness and cold. She stole the Sampo. She stole the sun and the moon, tried to freeze the world. My first Finnish winter, I understood. The darkness, they are not like Sri Lankan nights. Their nights are warm, full of sound and temporary. Here, the night is long, cold and heavy, and I thought Louhi is winning. But when I watched the Finns, they didn't surrender. They lit candles, so many candles. They went to the sauna, they gathered with friends and they waited. Väinämöinen defeated Louhi not with violence, but with persistence. He built a new sun and moon when she stole them. He recovered the Sampo even after it shattered. He never gave up. This is Sisu, not loud heroism, but quiet determination. Very Finnish, and actually very Sri Lankan too. We survived colonization by 3 different empires. We survived civil war, a tsunami, and an economic collapse. Different struggles, but the same spirit.
After Aino drowned, Väinämöinen was heartbroken. So he made the Kantele, the Finnish harp, from the bones of a giant pike. And when he played it, everyone who heard it wept. The trees bent down to listen. The water stopped flowing. Even the animals cried. This confused me at first. Finns seem so unemotional. No small talk, no big displays of feeling. But it's not that they don't feel. They feel deeply. They just express it differently. In Sri Lanka, we show everything. We laugh loud, we cry openly. We hug, we talk. Finnish emotions are like Kantele, quiet, deep, moving water beneath ice. When a Finn says, "Welcome to my summer cottage," they are not just being polite. They are giving you the sacred place. When a Finn becomes your friend, really your friend, it's forever. Like Väinämöinen's music, quiet on the surface, but it moves the whole world.
So what did this ancient wizard teach a Sri Lankan about living in Finland? 1. Create your Sampo. Don't wait for opportunities. Build something of value through your skill. Finns respect what you do, not your background. 2. Respect the silence and the forest. Don't fill every moment with noise. The quiet is where Finns process, think, and feel. Join them there. 3. Survive your Louhi. Winter will be hard. Darkness will feel impossible. Light candles, go to sauna, hold on. Spring will come. Finns have survived this for thousands of years. You can too. 4. Understand that Finnish friendship is like the Kantele. It takes time to learn, but the music it makes lasts forever. Don't mistake quietness for coldness. 5. You can be both. I am Sri Lankan and Finnish now. Väinämöinen was born from sea and the sky, belongs to both. You can carry your homeland in your heart while building a new home here. The Finns sing this line about Väinämöinen. Vaka vanha Väinämöinen. Steadfast, old Väinämöinen, it says. Steady, that's the word. Not flashy, not loud, just steady. Finland asks you to be steady, to build, to persist, to respect, to grow slowly like a tree in the northern soil. Väinämöinen's story doesn't really end. At the end of Kalevala, he sails away in a copper boat, but he promises to return when Finland needs him. I like to think he's still here, in every Finn who builds something beautiful, who persists through darkness, who respects the forest, who feels deeply beneath a quiet surface. And maybe, just maybe, he's in every foreigner who comes to Finland with an open heart, ready to listen to the land's ancient song. To my Sri Lankan brothers and sisters thinking about moving here, it'll be difficult. You will miss the warmth, both the sun and the people. You will struggle with the language, the darkness, and the distance. But if you approach Finland like Väinämöinen approached the world with patience, with craftsmanship, with respect for nature, with quiet persistence, you'll find something remarkable. You'll find your place in the song. Vaka vanha Väinämöinen. Be steadfast.